love, Rivals 2, casting these tournaments. Varsity Tryouts been a really cool tournament so far. Lots of incredible players here in this top 8. Really looking forward to this first match. We're gonna have Stango versus 8. Are we going AZCards or AZCards? Is it AZCards? Do we know how it's pronounced? AZCards. Okay.
Hey.
Okay. So yeah, for
Shout
sure.
outs to the Arizona boys.
Yeah.
Not from Arizona though.
All right. Wow.
Oh, okay.
AZCards. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Well, very, very cool. Regardless, yeah, starting off, lot of Kragg today in the other bracket I casted. I'm very excited to see more Kragg here. As a Kragg main myself, this is one of my favorite matchups. I find it incredibly enjoyable.
Dude, I love the fact that we're getting the Zetter, even though we had a lot of nerfs to try to minimize some of that shield pressure, of course, with the newest patch. Still such a brutal character. When he gets his claws on you, you start seeing combos like this. I'm whipping out the tail, I'm setting you on fire, and all of a sudden, you're racked up all the way to 114. Tell me a little bit about the Kragg side, though, as, AZCards getting kind of diced.
Yeah, so Kragg is basically going to do this. He's going to kill you at 0. And no matter what you do, no matter how much you try to avoid it, as Zetterburn, eventually Kragg is going to find some wild stuff on you, get you in a situation that you're probably not going to be comfortable in, and he's just going to either tickle you off stage, do a couple little weak hits, or finish off with a fair. But it's really, really easy for Kragg to gimp Zetterburn given the right opportunities.
Alrighty, I'm excited to see it, and so far, despite such a brutal combo game at the beginning, you mentioned that kill at 0, get him on that pillar, he is gone. Now though, Zetter looking for some of that grab game, unable to find it, and now that Kragg's turn. AZ able to come through with the block, try to put on that pressure, but I love Stango keeping the movement light and fluid.
Yeah, Stango, lots of good speed and movement here, but at the same time, it really feels like AZCards has gotten their feet under them. In the beginning of the game, it was really just that suffocating pressure in the neutral, in the combo game for Stango on this Zetterburn, but now it seems to be a lot more back and forth, although this big combo heating up, trying to get the tech chase a little bit slow on the catch on the roll in, but now forwarder off stage, really good position, and somehow AZCards was not able to get a double jump out there, not able to get their recovery going, and suddenly Stango, despite that early death, like you said, still in this game and ahead, but not anymore.
Yeah, now nice even gameplay. I do love how AZCards utilizing some of those higher platforms to get out those pillars, get out some of those down smash rocks, and just maintain pressure from a distance without letting Stango get in, because now Stango's in, he's able to rip him apart, got him up to 51, 60% already, losing the pressure now. AZCards taking the moment to step back and just find some nice, good 1- and 3-piece combos.
Yep, and now this is do or die for both these players. I mean, this situation where if you get hit off stage as Stango, you know how proficient this Kragg is going to be at edge guarding. But on stage, you are this absolute monster of a character. They did try to nerf that a little bit, but at the same time, it's still very prevalent. Seeing at this beginning of the game how well he's been able to just suffocate in the neutral. Nice little parry there. Not enough to really get anything started as Stango catches the down strong read. Yep. It's crazy because it's just every situation there was pretty much covered. Just a really good reaction catching that tech up to the left.
Yeah, no, there's just certain moments where you start seeing all right, you're throwing out the parry to try to send back the fireball. As long as you're distance enough, as we saw what Stango did, goes ahead, jumps over, finds his way in, because ultimately AZCards committed to that parry, was trying to force through and break in with it, but it just came back to bite him. Now though, Stango showing up, coming through on the Era Armada stage. I do like the pick from AZCards. Is going to be able to shut down some of that center play, as well as when those platforms go all the way over to the side, Stango doesn't have as much ability to go ahead and utilize the platforms to maneuver around Kragg's game plan.
Yeah, and really smart move there by AZCards, getting rid of the rock when Zetter was directly on top of him. That's something you have to be so careful of. I think Zetter is one of the best characters to take advantage of it. Just the fact that when you have the rock in hand, you're just so vulnerable, and I think that yeah, Good avoidance there, but now just a very back and forth game. Still looking for a big opening. Another big nerf from this last patch was that pillar nerf. The advantage you get from pillar is significantly mitigated. So you basically do not get the guaranteed up tilts, the guaranteed grabs that you used to get in previous circumstances. And now they have a lot more actionability when they're going towards that. But oh my god, just a nice spike there. DI's off stage, but still manages to be safe and gets out of that situation. Still getting grabbed though. And oh, the splitting of the platforms actually messed up the combo, but does not matter. Stango still finishing it off strong.
Dude, I love the utilization of like that down tilt, just a slight tipper on it to shove him a little bit forward, be able to confirm that down air kill, and now got the grab, unable to convert off of it, and now AZCards able to find a little bit of a repositioning, but one overcommitment to that dash, and Stango is all up in this joint. AZ jumping around, really trying to just slow down, pick his spots well, but Stango has done a really good job of avoiding those back airs, some of the blocks, as well as those forward airs.
Yeah, and once again, it's just really a story of just Stango being able to stay in this range where it's so difficult for AZ to throw out any of his big committal options, because Stango just has that speed, that, you know, that burst range with that dash and with the jump in fairs and nairs that it's difficult. But now let's see if he can get the edge guard. Yep, just a nice ledge grab. Reads going back to ledge, and simple clean kill, but at the same time, oh, I'm about to say, that could have been a finisher.
Yeah, it looked really close to securing a little bit of a confirm there, but unable to do so. AZCards now positioned off stage. Can Stango find the hit to secure it? No. AZ understanding, hey, I can't sit on this pillar too long, otherwise he's going to break it. I'm going to be in special ball. I need to get out of there. Now, AZ fighting his way back. I love the utilization of block, but it didn't matter in the end. Stango able to find that hit, and now 2 stocks to 1. What can AZCards do here?
He needs to find some sort of edge guard. Like, this is a situation where one edge guard can change the pace of the game, but we haven't seen too much of that so far from AZ. Stango's usually been getting hit in circumstances where it's not set up for an edge guard. You really need to be in a good position to actually get the edge guard. So still looking for a big opening in the corner, but now a big turnaround from Stango, getting the resets with these shines, but not enough quite yet, as he's in such a dangerous spot. And once again, just the Stango found slipping on that pillar. Do you not want to slip and trip on that thing? It is a death hazard.
No, sir. No, sir. Put the warning sign out, but AZCards definitely not going to complain, but that is going to be a finisher right there from Stango. We saw it multiple times where AZCards had that understanding. I'm going to go ahead, place this pillar a lot farther back, make sure that that range isn't going to be able to compare with the fireball, but that time positioning just a little bit too close in, and Stango having the fireballs out every time was able to confirm the kill. Now heading into a little bit smaller of a stage here, maybe trying to look to scrap a little bit more, but then of course you have that swinging plat, make a lot more interesting of some aerial play. AZCards taking it nice and slow at the beginning, trying to fill it out, and right there finds the back air, and now able to secure some nice good percent and keeps things rolling with the pillar.
It's a very strange stage pick to me. Feels like they might be randoming. I don't know. This is not what I would be picking against Zetterburn, but maybe I'm wrong. You know, there's a reason AZCards is up here in Winterside top 8. Probably knows what he's doing.
So for me, what I'm thinking of off the dome as we see AZ drop that stock is, you know, going into this, it felt like Stango was the one wanting to stay up close, but the more space AZ has had to deal with, Stango has been able to do this right here, where I'm going to find the tech chases. I'm going to keep hammering at you every time. And so ultimately it felt like not allowing Stango to dash in and out as easily. Maybe that was the idea. AZCards catching the dash in there with the F smash, able to get the kill, and now keeping it not too far away from even. 79% isn't anything to sneeze at, but you know what? We've seen AZ do a lot more, a lot faster.
Yeah, and this is a really great confirm and get set up for the edge guard, but does not go for the back air. Still looking for one more hit now. Now, once again, Stango gets the up throw fair, and a little bit of a mix-up here. How is AZ going to recover? Just goes for the pillarless straight to the ledge, but oh yeah, confirms off of that. Great shine down strong. Yeah, really good way of, you know, getting confirms against Kragg, the character, especially when it's holding down.
Oh yeah, nice good bread and butter. You got that big body, a little bit heavier weight. Just go ahead, secure it. Now at this point, AZCards finds the backer, but hasn't been able to do as much confirming off of it as I'm sure he would like. That being said, gonna find the F smash. Hey, you know what? You shined that over and over. F Strong's coming.
Yeah, very pivotal move, but you know, Kragg's Strongs are really good at just surprising your opponent, killing them when they least expect it, and covering aggressive approach options. But I think we might see Stango with a little bit more feinting, a little bit less like directly approaching, just utilizing the speed to weave in and out. But now, great catch with his neutral air, resets with a shine, and now once again we're in this position where has to commit to an aggressive option and misses the tech, and that is going to be death, and that is going to be the set. Gotta hit those techs as Kragg. The wall is there. It's supposed to be your friend. It's supposed to be your, it's supposed to have your back. And this time, quite the opposite.
Yeah, and you know what? I think that just went to show why Stango is the first seed today. That Zetter was looking right on top, able to convert off of the shines, the different up throw into forward air, and then finding also the edge guard routes, not letting AZCards breathe, and making sure anytime he had an opportunity, he capitalized.
Yeah, great showing for AZCards, but unfortunately, I'm gonna be falling into losers bracket. Stango being the #1 seed though, so it's like, you fall to the #1 seed in winners semis. Cannot be too unhappy about that, right? This is this is still a chance to go through the bracket, still a chance to do really well. I mean, even just making top 8 in general in a 62-person bracket like this is certainly nothing too bad.
Oh yeah, and I mean, we've seen a lot of strong players come